Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Mike McCarthy breaks down the reason behind sidelining CeeDee Lamb. The Dallas Cowboys made the decision recently to sit All-Pro wide receiver CeeDee Lamb for the final 2 games of the regular season because of a shoulder injury. It's been nothing short of a forgettable year for the Dallas Cowboys. The team's decision to shut down its top offensive weapon in wideout CeeDee Lamb on Thursday came as an eyebrow-raiser. But regardless of only 2 games left and the Cowboys' elimination from playoff contention, it was necessary. According to the results from the All-Pro's medical tests, he's been nursing himself through a shoulder injury. When they had the scans and examination, it was just clearly worse than it had been. The risk is too high to play this week. Even if we were in week 3, this would probably be the same decision. It's important for him to shut it down and start rehabbing, McCarthy said on 105.3 The Fan on Friday. The Cowboys are choosing to be cautious with the nucleus of their offense, especially considering the 4-year, $134 million deal they offered him at the beginning of the season after a contract holdout kept him absent through training camp and the preseason. With the team eliminated from playoff contention, the move makes all the sense in the world. With nothing significant to play for, why put arguably your best player out there and risk further injury? Lamb has been one of the game's best receivers since the Cowboys selected him in the 2020 NFL Draft. Despite not playing a full season, Lamb found a way, with multiple quarterbacks, to record more than 100 receptions and 1,100 receiving yards for a 3rd consecutive year. Lamb won't need surgery. Instead, he will go through rehabilitation and plans to be recovered by the start of the 2025 season. Coach Mike Zimmer reveals brutal truth about the Cowboys' future. The Dallas Cowboys defense has lived a roller coaster experience in 2024, adapting to a new system under coordinator Mike Zimmer. The transition to Zimmer from Dan Quinn was one of the key storylines for the team heading into the season, and many had concerns after the first weeks. Since the midpoint of the season, though, the Cowboys have rallied together on that side of the ball and been a difference-making unit. Their turnaround came to its apex Sunday night when the Cowboys' defense had a Herculean effort in the team's win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That victory was certainly earned, though, and not without sacrifice for Zimmer. He is not only in his first year of leading this defense, but also had to orchestrate a new era under heated expectations. Such responsibility took a toll on the veteran coach. "I've had fun, but it's been hard. I'm not going to lie about that. It's been hard," he said this Christmas week. Zimmer, 68, has achieved a considerable amount in a small window of time under unusual circumstances. There is no denying the value he brings to Dallas in terms of consistency if he returns to coach beyond this season. But that is a major if. The expectations will be higher next season, and there will be no toleration for moral victories. Whoever leads this defense will either hold on to this job or take it at a disadvantage. The Cowboys could lose several big names in free agency, and defensive stars DeMarvion Overshown and Trayvon Diggs are uncertain to even take the field next season. It is certainly plausible that Zimmer does not have the energy or commitment to navigate those troubles. However, if he does choose to return, he will have superstar Micah Parsons leading his unit, an edge that 31 other teams do not possess. Regardless of Zimmer's decision and/or the decision from ownership via Jerry and Stephen Jones, Parsons' leadership will be vital for the Cowboys entering a new season. But it is key to note that the famously gruff Zimmer, who has been an acquired taste for Micah and his players, came here on a 1-year deal knowing full well he might be gone after this blow-it-up season. In a sense, he signed on as a favor to the Jones family. At the same time, as he told our Mike Fisher at training camp, he's got family and grandchildren who live in the DFW area. There are all sorts of possibilities. Dallas could retain this coaching staff as is. Head coach Mike McCarthy could be allowed to depart as part of a full house cleaning. Heck, there are those in Cowboys Nation who would like to see Zimmer as the head coach again, as he was in Minnesota. Like McCarthy, Zimmer's status beyond this season is an unknown, but one more season could be an underrated lift for the Cowboys, set for potentially big changes elsewhere in the offseason if hard hasn't been too much for all involved. Cowboys could lose their two longest-tenured players in the offseason. With just 2 games remaining on the 2024 NFL regular season schedule for the Dallas Cowboys, the offseason is nearly upon us. That means we will be saying goodbye to several familiar faces who we've enjoyed watching over the years, but at the same time, welcoming in others. Today, we wanted to shine the spotlight on 2 of the Cowboys' longest-tenured players who we may be saying goodbye to in the coming weeks, Zack Martin and DeMarcus Lawrence. After a decade with the organization, watching these 2 walk away may hit harder than others in the past, like Tyron Smith last year. Zack Martin is set to become a free agent after the completion of the 2024 season, and it's rumored he is seriously contemplating retirement. He joined the Cowboys organization as their first-round pick, 16th overall, in the 2014 NFL Draft, and was pretty much a fan favorite from the get-go. Since then, he's been named to the Pro Bowl 9 times, been a first-team All-Pro 9 times, and a second-team All-Pro twice. The future first-ballot Hall of Famer has been everything the Cowboys expected and more. Number 70 will be missed dearly. DeMarcus Lawrence, although there haven't been any retirement rumors in regards to him, could also see his time with the organization come to an end in a couple of weeks. He was actually selected right after Zack Martin in the 2014 NFL Draft in the second round, 34th overall. Lawrence hasn't been as well regarded around Cowboys Nation as Martin has, but there's no denying that the 4-time Pro Bowler has been one of the better all-around defensive ends in the league, against both the run and pass over the years. He too will be missed. What's your opinion? Tell us in the comments and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.